Hey, I need a moment of your time. Quick, fast. It's not going to take me that long. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, with books in my head. And this morning I woke up with The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. It's one of my favorite stories. And it's a story about a little boy that found favor with a tree. And this tree loved this little boy. And the little boy would go to the tree and he would say, "Let's play." And the tree would sway and the tree would let the leaves come down and he would pick the leaves up and he would make a lion's mane. And when the boy got hungry, he dropped apples and the little boy would pick up the apples and he would eat the apples. And then when he got tired, he said to the tree, "I'm tired too." And the tree said, "Well, lean on me, and I'm going to give you rest and my shade is going to block the sun." And so the little boy said, "Hey, I'm hungry again." So the tree dropped down apples and he picked up the apples and he ate it. And the little boy went away. And when the little boy came back, he said to the tree, he said, "You know what? I don't want to play. I want to make some money and I'm older now." And so the tree said, "Okay, well, pick up my apples, gather them and go sell them and that'll give you money." So the little boy went away for a long time and the little boy came back and he said, "You know, I don't want to play and I'm not hungry. I'm making money, but I want to get a wife and I want to get a family and I need to build a house. I have to prepare for my family." So the tree said, "Well, I don't have any money, but look, I got branches and my home is the forest and there's trees all around us. Gather the trees and cut off some of my limbs and you go build a house for your family because I want you to be happy." So the little boy ran and he did that and he came back and then he said, "I'm tired. I just want to get away. You know, I need a boat. Can you give me a boat?" And the tree says, "Well, I don't have a boat, but, you know, my stump and my whole body, it can build a boat. So cut me down and you get your boat. And you, as sad as I'm going to be, I want you to be happy. You build your boat and you go away." And so the little boy went away for a long time and the tree was unhappy. But when the little boy finally came back, he was old, he was feeble, he was frail. And he said to the tree, he said, "I'm tired. You know, I'm just exhausted. I'm beat. I don't need money and my teeth can't even eat the apples. But I just want to rest." And the tree said, "Well, I'm a stump now. And you've taken all I had. I only got a stump left. Your knees are feeble. Sit down and let me give you rest." And the little boy sat down and he rested. Mothers are that tree. Wives are that tree. We give and we give and we give until there's nothing left. The funny thing about the story is, as I begin to flip through the pages when I begin to read it to my children as they were babies, nowhere in that story did I hear or read where the little boy nurtured the tree. The little boy didn't put fertilizer down. The little boy did not put water down. The little boy didn't ask the tree, "Do you need anything?" That book hit home as I deal with so many women who are just drained. They're drained and the families keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking till there's nothing left but a little stump. Take a moment today and ask your wife, "Do you need anything? Can I help you?" Children, just take a moment and ask your mom, "Mommy, can I do something for you?" Because the worst thing you could do is just keep taking and taking and taking and not replenishing. The wonderful thing about life is as we become adults, we realize that love is recyclable. You put love in and you get love out. We as women, as Miles Monroe said, we are incubators. You give us something and we'll give it out. You give us heaven, we'll give you heaven. You give us hell, we'll give you hell. You put a seed in us, we'll give you a child. You give us a vision and we'll help you birth it. But the little boy was just so selfish because it's a book about selfishness where he just took and he took and he took and he went away and he disappeared for years. But when he needed something, he came back. He came back to her, but yet she kept on giving and she kept on giving until she became a little stump. And even though she said to him, "I have nothing left," what she had left, she gave it. And one thing about women, we're givers, we're nurturers. We'll keep giving, we'll keep giving. But the person that keeps taking needs to stop and pause and say, "Wait a minute. I got to nurture that thing so she can have something to give me." So many husbands are dealing with women who are angry because you're taking. And what are you putting back into your wife? So that when you come home, you can receive peace. You can receive a meal. You can receive everything that you need. What are children doing to say, Mom, I need, and for her to give of herself, her time, her energy, her finances, or whatever, for you to get it, you have to show her that you're grateful. You have to show her that you appreciate her. I know for my mother, God rest her soul, she went home, but when she went home, I remember that she put so much in me that was beautiful that every Thursday she received fresh flowers from me. Every Thursday, like clockwork. I would take her into the store and I would say, don't get one pair of shoes, Mommy. Get all three. Whatever you want, you get it. I would nurture her and I would sit at her feet and I would glean from her and I would learn from her. And she was able to understand that I not just was her daughter, but I was her friend. The story is so profound. We can learn a lot from children's books. We really can.